The New England Patriots versus the New York Jets. A game that features a total between these two teams of 2 wins. Cam Newton, look, is it too bad to say I love Bill Belichick, greatest football mind of all time, and I'm not criticizing Bill Belichick at all. Is it fair to say maybe McDaniels isn't that good of a coach and a tactician? When he was alone by himself in Denver, he wasn't great. Tom Brady, with his losses being felt right now, New England comes out, and I know they do the New England thing where, you expect in this bad weather game, New England's going to ground and pound versus the Buffalo Bills and yada, yada, yada. They come out trying to sling the ball, in the first quarter. Finally, they go to Damian Harris in the second half, and he eats Buffalo alive, almost come back and win, but by then it was a little bit too late, and of course Cam Newton fumbles, so I guess it wasn't too late, but Cam Newton put the ball on the ground. I'm sorry, man. New England has to play Baltimore Ravens football. The defense is awesome. Cam Newton's a run threat. He's not the type of run threat that Lamar Jackson is, doesn't have the speed, but I would say that Cam Newton might be a little bit of a better passer. Play Baltimore Ravens football. Run the ball with Damian Harris. Don't take him off the field and go to Rex Burkhead and James White. For some reason, I hate matchup specific guys and sorry, I'm on a little bit of a rant here. When New England has Damian Harris on the field, the opposing defense knows they're going to run the ball because they don't put Damian Harris out in routes. Damian Harris can catch the ball, everybody. He's really good. But no, New England's like, oh, no, we're just going to give him this role, and we want the defense to know we're going to run the ball. So let's put Damian Harris in. The only guy that fulfills both roles is Rex Burkhead, which is fine. But when James White is in the lineup, then they pass the ball. Run 2 running back formations all the time, and just run the ball. I don't care if you ever throw a pass. Just run the ball, New England. It's not rocket science. You got the defense to do it. You got the run game to do it. Just do it, for crying out loud. But they're not doing it. Why? Because McDaniels is so smart. Ugh, it drives me nuts. But anyway, New England... Cam Newton sit. Cam Newton's a sit. I guess James White. I guess James White's a start. But look, Damian Harris is like the best offensive weapon they got on the field, and for some reason they want to, work 2 other guys, and it's absolutely maddening. But that's New England Patriots for your running backs, man. You never know what you're going to get there. I'm staying away from wide receiver. I don't even know who's starting for them. N'Keal Harry out, Julian Edelman on IR. Just staying away from them. Jets. This is the Jets. This is the type of Jets game that where they cover the spread. I'm not going to say they're going to win, but I stay away from pretty much everybody there. I'm looking around. I don't see anybody I like against the New England Patriots defense. So start your Patriots defense, and that's the only one you can take to the bank. Damian Harris would be if they gave him the ball, but I don't know what we'll see. Anyway, take it away, David.
I was ready to defend Josh McDaniels at the start of your little rant because I think he has, when you look at the bigger picture, displayed a keen scheming mentality. He can scheme with the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you are right about the fact that it becomes predictable at a certain point when one running back comes in and all you do is run the ball with him.
Yeah.
And as a guy living in New England, I'm not a Patriots fan, full disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Ravens fan. That was my major issue with Sony Michel last year.
Yeah.
Not that Sony Michel was necessarily a terrible player, but because the defense knew you were going to run it with him every single damn play he came in the game. Where is the creativity, Josh McDaniels, that you're supposed to be known for?
Right.
And Sean is right.
So let me just quickly. So last year, if that were to happen, right? If last year what would happen is Tom Brady would say, oh, 9 people are in the box now. Maybe I'll run a quick option route, and maybe he'll give like Julian Edelman a little wink between the two, maybe a little pinch, right? But Julian Edelman will run a quick, just snap the ball. It's a run play, snap the ball. I'm going to chuck it to Julian Edelman and let her run it. That's gone. That leadership at the quarterback position is gone. So now if you're calling a run play over and over again, you get Cam Newton taking it. Is Cam Newton with this wide receiver core, the combination of those two, are they going to make teams pay if they start stacking the box? No. You got it. Damian Harris is a good running back, and he can be a factor in the passing game. It's maddening to me.
And let me hop back in because you said don't even pass the ball. And maybe, just maybe they get to that point because I might be misconnecting the dots here. But wasn't it Josh McDaniels who oversaw the Tim Tebow?
Yes. Yep.
Tim Tebow
He did.
run first, run second, run third, and run fourth offense that they got to the playoffs with and won a playoff game.
I guess the Steelers, I remember that, yeah.
You got the same sort of situation on your hands here.
Yeah.
Look at Cam Newton's passing attempts. 25 15 and 25 the past 3 games. Again, obviously he got benched against San Fran. He hasn't been over 25, whereas the first 3 games, 19, 44, and 28.
Yeah.
So they are limiting the passing attempts a little bit. If they can do it even more and just say, we're going to run you and Damian Harris to death like we did with Tim Tebow and whoever the running back was back then. I don't even remember who it was.
No Sean Moreno back then? Who the hell was it? I don't remember. Yeah.
That is what is going to be good for not just the Patriots. This is what's going to be good for fantasy, for Cam Newton. We remember what Tim Tebow was in fantasy. He was a hell of a fantasy asset despite his sub 50% completion percentage. He was a hell of a fantasy asset. I think this week against the Jets, it's a Cam Newton special type of week. You talk about
absolutely.
They need to be playing from ahead against a weaker matchup. This is a week for Cam Newton to have one of those 3 rushing touchdown games, I feel like.
This is my criticism of the Patriots this year, and I said we weren't going to spend a lot of time on it, but now I'm all charged up because they're McDaniels. I'm sorry, like, everybody wants to write off Tom Brady last year when they had no receiver outside of, of course, the option routes from Julian Edelman. He's very talented, so I don't want to take that away from them, but that those option routes, that chemistry, you can't replicate that with a new quarterback. That has to be developed over some time. It's just a different organization, and it's not all Tom Brady, but this team would be better with Tom Brady in there. Now, the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season, when we saw Cam Newton, and they were just basically running Cam Newton and using him as a third running back, the Patriots looked like they were going to be unstoppable, and for some reason, they've gotten away from that. I'm sorry. I say this about the Raiders. My big criticism sometimes with the Raiders and Derek Carr is that he doesn't take the deep shot. You got to just sometimes, even if you're just throwing it over their head just to throw it over their head, you got to keep people honest. And the Patriots aren't keeping opposing defenses honest. Run Damian, even if you don't care about, run Damian Harris on a passing route, throw to him. I don't care if it's completed. At least show that you're willing to do it. I mean, the Patriots, they're 2-5. They should probably be 4-3 at worst right now. They're blowing it. And it's McDaniels. I'm not going to criticize the GOAT in Bill Belichick. I'm not going to do it. And I don't even like him, but I respect him so much, I'm not going to do it. McDaniels is screwing this team because he's coaching this team as if Cam Newton is running this offense like Tom Brady. And they're different quarterbacks, man. They're different quarterbacks. Tom Brady's a statue back there. He can't scramble. Just go back to running the ball. Or if you're going to pass it, show that you're willing to pass it and put Damian Harris in there and throw 2 to 3 screen passes in a game to him. Gosh. Anyway, I don't, and truly, so I don't know. Let me hit you with the line here, and I'll start with the line. I'll let you conclude it because I'm on a roll right now. New England Patriots, Bovada has it -7.5. This is a game that the Patriots should win. It should be a lower scoring ball control game. Patriots should probably win this by 14 points. But are they going to come out and try to freaking throw the ball downfield to Jacoby Myers? Is Cam Newton going to come out throwing the ball 35 times because that's what the Jets won't expect? The Jets were really good against the Kansas City Chiefs running game, right? What are the Jets going to expect? They're going to say Cam Newton's going to throw the ball. Let's let him throw the ball 60 times. He's Joe Burrow or the Cincinnati Bengals now. Just run the effing ball. That's all you have to do to win a game, right? This is about do your job and win the game, right, Patriots? Isn't this the Patriots way? Win the game. Run the ball. Use your weapons like you've been doing for the last 20 years. What are you doing? Anyway, end rant.
I think you covered just about all of it there, Sean. I don't have too much more to add.
Who are you going to take? 7.5.
Take the Patriots, man. I'm betting against the Jets just about every dang week.
I don't think that's a bad strategy. David should bet against the Jets. Look, the Patriots should win this by 14. No problem. I don't know what they're going to do. I wrote down the Jets this morning because I was mad, but cooler heads are prevailing. I'm going to take the Patriots.
The Patriots are too well of a run organization. Despite McDaniels, all the problems you've just listed, they're too good of an organization across the board to not come out and dominate the Jets here.
Do your job.
It's a must-win game.
Do your job, McDaniels. Run the ball and show even an inclination that Damian Harris can catch the ball. He did it fine in Alabama, for crying out loud. He'll do it fine for you too. Yeah, and Damian Harris, he looks like it's just such a good running back. He needs touches. Five carries in the first half. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you 5 carries for like 90 yards or something? It wasn't that much. But I'm like, what are you doing, New England? Come on. Anyway,